Although this is slightly inferior to the first season, this was another fantastic season of SpongeBob. Yeah, great show. For children. No, man. It's for everyone. Whatever.
This season had some memorable episodes and some memorable funny quotes and memes.
Totally. Especially in the Band Geeks episode where Patrick was like, "Is mayonnaise an instrument?" No, Patrick. Mayonnaise is not an instrument. Horseradish is not an instrument either. Sorry. Just thought I'd play along. The funniest part of this season for me was probably the opening of the episode No Free Rides, where SpongeBob struck another pedestrian. I don't know why, but I just thought it was so funny. Might be the funniest part of the whole show. I agree. I thought it was funny. But I honestly thought the part after that was a lot funnier. Where, he needed 600 points to pass his boating exam, but he got 6. Yeah, I did get a laugh out of that one. What I also like about this show is the voice cast returning as their characters, like Tom Kenny, Bill Fagerbakke, Roger Bumpass, Clancy Brown, etc., etc., and also D. Bradley Baker, who voices a lot of side characters, and some guest characters as well. Speaking of guest characters, John Rhys Davies was a special guest star in a Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episode as the voice of Man Ray. There are a lot of celebrities that I didn't know were special guest stars in this show. John Rhys Davies was one of them. Also, we all know that Plankton is like the main antagonist of this franchise, right? But I also like that we get introduced to some side antagonists in certain episodes. Yeah, I mean, we already mentioned Man Ray earlier, but we also have Kevin C. Cucumber, who was a jellyfishing legend who turned out to be a liar and a bully. Yeah, a one sad excuse for a legend. Throughout the entire episode, he just bullies SpongeBob to make himself look better, when it's literally the exact opposite. Yeah, but hey, at least he got what he deserved. His career is pretty much done for. And then we have Flats the Flounder, who is a new student in Mrs. Puff's boating school, who apparently really enjoys kicking people's butts, and was really attempting to do that to SpongeBob.
Yeah, it was this whole dramatic moment throughout the episode until towards the end of the episode where it turns out he can't hurt SpongeBob by punching him because he's a sponge.
I guess it takes a lot more than a punch to take down a sponge. And then last we have Squilliam Fancyson, who is a character who looks a lot like Squidward, except he has a unibrow. And apparently he's a lot fancier. I would assume he is Squidward's arch enemy. Well, he is his greatest rival, definitely. I'm just gonna say this. I think the episode featuring Squilliam, Band Geeks, might be my favorite episode of this season. Mine too. It was very funny in many ways. Now for the bad qualities. I have a few bad qualities with Patrick in this season, because there are times in this season where he was being kind of a bad friend to SpongeBob in few episodes. Yeah, especially in that episode, I'm with Stupid, where SpongeBob and Patrick had this plan to make SpongeBob look the dumbest and Patrick the smartest so he can impress his parents, but then Patrick took it too far and was being mean to him, and then eventually he finds out that Patrick's parents aren't actually his real parents. Yeah, honestly, that episode was just stupid. Pun intended. And also, in the episode called Something Smells, SpongeBob had a very smelly breath to the point where people start running away from him or pretty much die because of how bad it smelled. And SpongeBob didn't know about it. Neither did Patrick because he doesn't have a nose. And then Patrick just came up with a reason about the situation by saying he's ugly. SpongeBob, I mean.
That's just mean. I mean, sure, Patrick is a low IQ character. Yes, I get that. But that doesn't mean he should be this much of a jerk.
Yeah. And even that secret box episode was also an example. But overall, this season may not be better than the first season, but it still has many great episodes. Anyways, I think that'll be it for the review. I'm going to rate this season a 9 out of 10. And now, let's find out what show we're going to review next. The next show we'll be reviewing is... Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 2. Haha! More Jurassic World reviews coming in hot! Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like. But if you like this channel, please subscribe. See you next time.